Hello everybody, welcome to a new series on my channel where we discuss basically how strong Pokemon would be in the One Punch Man universe, because I like anime and One Punch Man are also Pokemon. So yeah, let's get to it. We have God level, Dragon level, Demon level, Tiger level, Wolf level, the weakest one being Wolf level, and the strongest one being God level, because obviously it's God, God's in its name. God's like the strongest person or being, whatever, to exist. So yeah, let's just get to it. We'll show off everything before we start, because I recorded this before, wasted the first 6 minutes of my life, didn't have my microphone on, and I'm editing this and recording over the footage I screen recorded without my microphone. So when that gets to Bulbasaur, I can start commentating. Okay, so we're on to Bulbasaur. It can do poison and it can whip things with a Vine Whip. Not that strong, would be a Wolf level. So, Ivysaur would also be that, just a slightly bigger and stronger Bulbasaur, not going to do much. G-Max Venus, no, that's basic Venusaur, but basic Venusaur would be Demon level. It's not that big, it only really specializes in poison, grass, could like spread pollen around, kind of basically act as a distraction, get a few people will, poison them, but not really enough to get it higher. So, Mega Venusaur, obviously it's bigger, stronger, has more range, can get more poison around, basically can affect more people with its attacks. So yeah, and also, like I've mentioned before, it can do the stuff with Sun, which I mentioned on the old video. Chlorophyll, it can fire off solar beams, basically destroy loads of cities with that. So yeah, I think that will be up there. Now as for G-Max Venusaur, it is the biggest Venusaur, which will get it in God level, and it can just do anything a normal Mega Venusaur can, but bigger, which means it would happen on a larger scale. So yeah, that's where G-Max Venusaur is going to go. Now, when I finish commentating on my old video, we'll get to Charmander. Okay, now we're at Charmander. Charmander can only breathe fire, burn a few buildings, but it will get drenched and die by water. Charmeleon can do the same thing, but stronger. And it also has claws, which Charmander doesn't, and has more versatility. Now, Charizard, on the other hand, it's stronger than Venusaur. It's a dragon, but it isn't in dragon level. It should be dragon fire type, but it's flying because it has wings. It should just be a fire dragon with levitate, but yeah, it can just burn a lot of shit down, can cause trouble, but can't really cause that much damage on like a scale that would get it in dragon level. So yeah, it would stay in demon level, but I think it will be way stronger than Venusaur. Now, G-Max Charizard, obviously it will be God level, Kaiju level thing, can just incinerate whole cities. It is a G-Max fire Pokemon, fire is deadly, it's bad, and it can fuck shit up within seconds. Basically, it's a walking nuke. So, Mega Charizard X, I think, is stronger than Mega Charizard Y, because it has more type versatility, it's Dragon Fire type, which normal Charizard should have been. Mega Charizard Y just stays the same as Charizard, it just stays the same, essentially. It has better stats, but it's still a fire flying type. Squirtle, it can just squirt water, drench a few people, and just hit them with its shell. It's obviously pretty crap. Hand with Wartortle, just a bigger and slightly stronger Squirtle. Blastoise, all it can do is just shoot water. It can't do anything amazing. It doesn't have really that much versatility with its move pool. I mean, it's got a shell, could be tough to crack, but I think it will be the higher end of Tiger level. But I think the average One Punch Man hero could still best it, could destroy it, could still fuck shit up, and could own it. So, G-Max Blastoise is obviously in God level, because, it's a walking hydro tank, can shoot water everywhere, kind of fuck shit up, kind of flood whole cities, basically sink them, get them under the sea. And we're on to Mega Blastoise first, which is just a quick shot Blastoise. It can just fire off water pistols, but these are mega water pistols because, it's a mega Pokemon. It also has a Hydro Cannon. I mean, that can do a lot of damage, but it's not as nearly as strong as Mega Charizard. Well, both of the Mega Charizards and Mega Venusaur. I feel like water is the weakest element, to be honest, even though it gives things life. Including plants, even though plants are strong against water. So, as I said before, G-Max Blastoise, clearly a tank, clearly versatile, clearly can fuck shit up. Will go in the God level. It's also got an even tougher shell to crack than normal and Mega Blastoise. And plus, it is basically dedicated to having that shell and being a walking tank and firing off all that shit and drenching shit. So Caterpie, it's a fucking caterpillar, it's weak, so is Metapod. So is normal Butterfree, they're just real life bugs, like butterflies and caterpillars, they're shit. Weedle, just like some poisonous worm thing, can't really do much. Kakuna, also pretty shit, it's just a cocoon, it can't do fuck all. G-Max Butterfree, it's like Mothra from like Godzilla and that, like the Monsters series, like the Giant Monster series. It can like spread pollen, spread poison, maybe do some shit with its wings, but it will get crippled by rock and fire and those kind of attacks in a battle scenario. And yay, that means it's shit and can't really do anything that special. But it's still a dragon level just because it's that big. Beedrill's fast, it can sting hard, but I think would be a high wolf level, just because of how fast it is for its size and how much pain it can cause, even though it really is just a slightly bigger and stronger bee in real life. Wolf. So yeah, that's where basic Beedrill will go. It will go in between, or maybe even better than both Wartortle and Ivysaur. So yeah, that's where it will go in my personal opinion. Now, as for Mega Beedrill. Now, Mega Beedrill, it's faster, it's way bigger. Hell, it's even tankier, even though Beedrill is not even a defensive mon. But it can just stab things, it can fuck shit up, and it's fast. It is really fast. It has like a speed boost ability from what I can remember. Might have to check up on that one. But still, just because of how fast it is and how it can stab things and poison them, it will be in demon level. Now, the birds, the Pidgeys, they can't really do much. They're just birds in real life, but slightly bigger each evolution. Now, Mega Pidgeot, just because it's Mega, I think will go in Tiger level, even though it's just a slightly stronger bird. But just because of how fast it is, it can take out a lot of things at once, which will get it in Tiger level. But barely, and only because it's a Mega. If it was standalone mon, it would be pretty crap. So yeah, that's where Mega Pidgeot will be going. It will be in Tiger level. Rattata, just a rat, like both Rattatas. Alolan and Kanto, they're both really crap. Same with Raticate, just a really fat rat. Same with Dark, Alolan Raticate. Fast has a decent move pool, but it's just a dark type rat. No, can't really do that much. So yeah, now we're on Spearow. It's just another small bird, like real life, can't do fuck all. Same with Fearow, just a bigger bird, kind of like a vulture, but not a vulture and kind of crap. Ekans, just a snake. Arbok, a big snake, can constrict things, can venomize things, and can possibly kill a lot of things if you get close. Can spit venom too. Now, G-Max Pikachu, hot take, is a dragon level. I mean, it's got a lot of offense, like a huge amount of offense. It can spread electricity across cities, but it's got pretty crap, not that good defense, which drags it down a whole ton. Trust me, it drags it down a whole ton. But just it would be god level, but because its defense ain't that good, it's only going to be a dragon level. And it's a dragon level because it's big and can kill a lot of things. So yeah, that's what you got to be in dragon level. Now, normal Pikachu can't do shit. Same with Raichu. They can just electrocute things, but on small scale, like only electrocute a few people and then just get killed by some hero or another Pokemon. Kind of get dominated, you know. Same with Sandslash, although Ice Sandslash, as ice, can take down flying mons and like ground, like characters and heroes who have those oriented moves. Now, Nidos, the Nidomons, they can just poison shit, and like the Nidorino and the Nidoran are just like bigger than the Nidoran. So yeah, just because they're bigger, I think they're ranked better, but they're still wolf level, the Nidorino and the Nidorina. So yeah, now we have Nidoqueen, Nidoking. So I honestly think these two tanks, these two monarchs, monarchs should I say, because they're kings and queens, you know. I think they'll be demon levels. They're mini kaijus, and they're big. These are dinosaurs, but these are very tanky dinosaurs who can poison you. So yeah, they're going demon level. The fairies aren't that strong. They're just fairies, even though Clefable is obviously stronger than the Clefairy. Now, Vulpix goes in there. Clefable will go in Tiger, just because its fairy can fuck shit up in its own unique way. Same for Alolan Ninetales, got the Ice type, got the Fairy type, and so will Kitsune, OG Ninetales, and base Vulpix will go in wolf level. So will the Jigglypuff and Igglybuff. They can sing and hypnotize, but they can just really fuck all at the end of the day. Same with Zubat and Golbat. They're just poisonous bats. You can't really do stuff on a large scale. Oddish, because it's just a weed, it's just a plant. Can't do stuff. It's just a radish, essentially. Same with Gloom. It's just a poisonous, larger plant. Vileplume can get a lot of poison out. And I think that will get it into Tiger level barely. Parasect can't really do crap. Same with Venonat, it's just a bug. Has a lot of weaknesses. Venomoth, you may think it's strong as G-Max Butterfree, but it's just a normal sized moth. And it is no moth for us. So it is staying in wolf level, because it is crap. And even though it can paralyze and sleep and poison, do shit like that, but still, I can't really do much in a large scale fight. The moles, the Diglets, they can just dig and burrow. Alolan Dugtrio is basically the same as normal Dugtrio, except it has a wig and it's from a different region. So yeah, that's not going to really affect how it's placed. So yep, the mole family will go in wolf level. Should I say the Dig family? Okay, Meowth, all three forms of Meowth are just cats with different forms, so they'll stay there. Persian, well, Gigantamax Meowth first anyway. Really depends. Okay, so just because it is a normal type, it can't take a lot of hits. It's tall, it's big, it can maybe take out a few buildings. Just because it doesn't really have that much abilities, it will just get punched and it will topple down and kill itself, essentially. It will just break its neck. So I don't think we should really rely on this thing to fend for itself. Well, in comparison to the other Gigantamaximons anyway. Well, we're just going to do Kanto region for this video. We're kind of going to split things up. For consistency, because I don't want like a full Pokemon video that will take a fucking hour. So yeah. Golduck will go in Tiger level, Psyduck will go in Wolf level because it's just duck, and Golduck is a duck with Psychic. And Psychic is very useful, and I think it will deserve to go in there. Mankey, it's a monkey, will go there. Primeape, it's kind of like Saitama, but 0.001% of its power. It can punch fast, but that's not going to get it any higher, and it'll barely be a Tiger level. Growlithe, it's a dog that can breathe fire. Yep, and that's all it can do. It's just a fire-breathing dog. It's not going to really cause that much damage. Arcanine, bigger fire-breathing dog, faster fire-breathing dog. That will get it higher. We'll put it there. Poly, like the Polys, they're just frogs that can shoot water, kind of like Squirtle. Poliwrath can punch, I'll give it that, and that will get it into Tiger level, because, you know, it's kind of like another Saitama-like Pokemon that has 0.01% strength of Saitama, because it's kind of crap. We're talking about Saitama here, so, Abracadabra, well, Abra can just teleport, it will just fuck off like a little bitch, just like it does in the mainline Pokemon games, and not this One Punch Man themed alternate universe where Pokemon are the monsters in One Punch Man. Kadabra, it has Psychic, stronger, it will go in Tiger. Alakazam, on the other hand, Demon level, because it's Psychic, it can fuck shit up, distort realities, kind of create illusions, and yeah, Psychic. Mega Alakazam, on the other hand, is the go. He's the Chad, he will go in Dragon level. Just because he is Psychic, like normal Alakazam, but way stronger Psychic. Way stronger Psychic. So yeah, we're talking about a lot of Psychic things here, because, you know, Psychic was kind of busted in the original Gen 1 games. But just because of Psychic, it will go in Dragon level, because strong Psychic equals strong. Machop, which is actually weak to Psychic, because it's a fighting type. Just a little guy who can punch shit, same for Machoke. He's actually a slightly bigger guy, he can punch faster, hit harder, so he'll barely go in Tiger level. He's got that black belt, you know, he's rocking that trim. Pretty buff, he's got veins pumping out, so yeah. Machamp, on the other hand, has got 4 arms. He is like Goro from Mortal Kombat and the JoJo stand at the same time. He's kind of a rip-off of that, because Mortal Kombat came out like 3 years before the original like Gen 1 Pokemon games. So yeah, kind of a JoJo reference. Bellsprout, it's just another poison plant. Can poison shit, but can't really do much. Gigantamax Machamp is basically a giant, much weaker Saitama, but it can compare. I see it has like 1% of Saitama's power, just because of how big the fucker is. And he is basically an enlarged JoJo reference. God, I love me some JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, even though we're doing a One Punch Man tier list here. Victreebel, just a poison plant, wolf level. Well, Weepinbell's wolf level, but Victreebel is Tiger level because it's strong. Tentacle and Tentacruel, just octopuses, they're wolf level, except Tentacruel can be slightly bigger, as seen in like that one anime episode when they're on the boat in the city and Tentacle fucks shit up. That's why I put Tentacruel on Tiger level. Geodude is just a rock with fists, can't really do much. Same with Graveler, really just a rocky punching bag. I put Alolan Graveler on Tiger level because it's electric type. And it can be a punching bag, take hits, and also zap things, electrify places, you know, fuck people up. Golems, both Golems, like both forms will be in Tiger level because they're strong, they're tanky, they can do earthquakes, and Alolan Golem is stronger because it can electrify as well as doing earthquakes and fucking stabbing things with rocks. Now, the ponies, I mean, yeah, they're gonna go on Wolf level. I mean, Galarian Ponyta is Fairy, and then you have normal Ponyta, which is just a Fire Horse, and Rapidash and Galarian Rapidash, well, normal Rapidash is a slightly faster Fire Horse, and Galarian Rapidash is basically the same, but with the Fairy type. Now for Gengar can be very strong, a very formidable opponent. Gengar will go in Demon level. Mega Gengar, on the other hand, will definitely go in Dragon level. I mean, they're both ghosts. They can both phase through things. They can also poison things. So a lot of people forget Gengar is a poison type as well as a ghost one. And they can devour things. They can fuck up cities. And they can also fuck up other ghost types. And kind of like psychic types. And One Punch Man heroes who may have those elements. Even though there's not really like types or elements in One Punch Man. It's just all like brawn, you know. It's just fists. So yeah. Mega Gengar, Dragon level. Gengar, Demon level. Yeah. Gigantamax Gengar, on the other hand, God level, just a fucking unit. Can fucking eat cities whole, lick things, kind of be a giant perv, and also poison whole cities as well, because it's also a poison type. Slowpoke, well, this is Galarian Slowpoke from the Isle of Armor DLC. It's just a fucking rat. That's got tanned pink and just sunbathes. Same for original Slowpoke, but it doesn't have the yellow paint on its head. Now Slowbro, he has Psychic, but it's just a really fat rat. He's kind of slow. He's not as tanky as Snorlax. He'll just sit there, maybe fire off some Psychic beams. But Galarian Slowbro can fuck a lot of shit up. He's poison Psychic, I believe. He can, for some reason, learn Flamethrower as a coverage move. He can kind of incinerate some stuff as backup if his poison Psychic attacks aren't working. And Galarian Slowking, well, we're going to cover him in the Johto video, and I think he would also be up there too. Now, Mega Slowbro, this is also a mega hot take for a mega underutilized and generally underrated Mega Pokemon. So, Mega Slowbro is just a rat in a shell. It can fire off Hydro Pumps and Psychic Beams and whatever, but at the end of the day, it's just a rat in a shell balancing on its tail. Yeah, it has good defense, mediocre offense. That really isn't going to carry it into Demon level, although I would say it is a decently high Tiger level and he's getting close into Demon level, but doesn't really have enough to get there, you know, unlike everything above it. Magnemite is essentially a fucking floating magnet robot thing that can zap people a bit. Can't really do much on a large scale, go on Wolf level. Magneton can fly, just like original Magnemite, but stronger. There's 3 of them. More Magnemites fused together. Because more power, you know. It's also still electric. Doesn't have the levitate ability in the games, just because it fly. It can fly. A head cannon as having the levitate ability, and it also would cancel out, well, theoretically cancel out, ground moves, which it would have a 4 times weakness to. And avoiding like shit like earthquakes can be really handy in One Punch Man, but still get the shit punched out of it because it's a steel type. And I'd say every One Punch Man hero, like literally all of them, would be fighting types. Galarian Farfetch'd. It's a Farfetch'd with a leak as a sword. That speaks for itself. It's just gonna go around whipping shit with a leak. So yeah, Haunter can do stuff. It's a ghost. It can kind of give you nightmares. Not really going to do much other than poison you and spook you out. Seal, Dodoro, those lines are pretty crap. Can't really do much other than freeze and peck you. Now Grimers can poison. They can devour. They can just fucking consume things. And I'd say Alolan Muck will go in Demon level. Both Grimers are good enough to stay in Tiger level. They can poison things just by touching them, and also devour them. Maybe devour a few buildings full of people as well while they're at it. So yeah, Muck, pretty strong, but nowhere near Dragon level. Just a pretty average Demon level one. Same for its Alolan counterpart that has the Dark type as well as Poison. Yep. One of the better type combinations out there. Cloyster, Shelder, they're just shellfish that can freeze you, maybe squirt a bit of water at you. Ghastly, just an average, basic, boring ghost type. Onyx is a giant rock snake, but it's a giant rock punching bag shaped like a snake. It will get its ass kicked just because that's so many weaknesses. Drowsy, hot take. Drowsy will is another one that will barely go in the Tiger level. Psychic is cool, you know. Psychic is very useful, very volatile, very broken in Gen 1. And yeah, that's why I'll keep it in the Tiger level, you know. Okay, Hypno. Just because Hypno's stronger, I think Hypno barely qualifies for Demon level. Barely, it's a stretch, but still, I think Charizard, Mega Beedrill, Mega Blastoise, Galarian Meowth are a lot stronger. But yeah, Krabby, just a normal crab, like a real one you would find in real life, can shoot water just like any other water type. But Kingler, I'll give Kingler the benefit of a doubt. He is a giant. He is a slightly bigger crab, which means he has a slightly bigger chance of hitting you with his claw. Giant G-Max Klinger, hot take, that will go in God level. Just because it's got a really big pizza that it can crush you with and kick your ass, you know. Voltorb is a mini nuke, a mini bomb. Just because he's a bomb, he can blow stuff up, kill a few people, he'll go on Tiger. Electrode, on the other hand, is fast, very fast, and can also explode. Take a lot of people out. Not a nuke, but very strong. Gonna kill a lot of people if he explodes and gets pissed. So yeah, I think Electrode will go on there. Execute, just a bunch of eggs with like somewhat of psychic powers. Don't even know why eggs have psychic type, but these eggs, they're just gonna get cracked by fire types. They're gonna get burnt alive, and also psychic powers gonna get countered by a few dark types. Same with Executor, just a walking tree that somehow has psychic powers. A Alolan Executor, on the other hand, this is the hot take, will be the first non-Mega, non-Dynamax Pokemon in the Dragon level. It's just that good. It's tall, it's big, which means it can easily crush things, like plant shit, like fire, grass beams, solar beams, and also destroy stuff with its fucking huge neck and its tail. It's a fucking skyscraper, basically. Cubone is just Cubone, can't do shit. Alolan Marowak, on the other hand, is a ghost and fire type. It can spook you out, it can burn shit, it's a demon level. It can like phase because it's a ghost. Even though psychic types can also do that. Now as for normal Marowak, it is just another ground type that throws a bone, maybe causes a few earthquakes. But other than that, there's loads of other better ground types. It really is a sad reality for our boy Marowak. Hitmonlee, it's because it's based off Bruce Lee, and Bruce Lee is like a karate master, really strong guy. I think he was another one that will barely qualify for Tiger level. They can punch, Hitmonchan can kick, but they're pretty good at it. Lickitung, it can lick, it can devour, it can be a nuisance and a pain. You don't have that good Mons, you don't have that good fist to take it out. Coughing, just a fucking nuke, water gas nuke, but a small gas nuke. Wheezing, basically a bigger gas bomb, a bigger fart tanker, you know, it's like the fart Pokemon or whatever. Stinks of shit, but still. Rhyhorn will just be in Wolf level. Rhydon, on the other hand, even though it's second stage, is strong enough to be in Demon level. It is, trust me. It's a tank, it's got good stats, and yeah, it can do earthquakes and stab you with stone. Now, Chansey is a fucking walking punching bag that will also somehow qualify in Tiger level, just because it will bore you to death on how much you fucking have to fight these things in Pokemon Go gyms, and how annoying they are, and how people heal stall. And also, Chansey itself can learn Soft Boiled, it can heal itself. Be a right pain in the ass, you know. Just because heroes will get bored of trying to fucking punch this thing, but if they're a fighting type, they got good fists, they can eventually get through it, and it can't really do much offensively, which means it will go in Tiger level. Tangela, it's a ball of noodles, of course it's just gonna go in Wolf level. Tangrowth, I wouldn't say like that much. I think Tangrowth would be in Tiger level. But Cypher's kind of like Awakened Cockroach, but Pokemon form. He's got blades, you know, blades and blitzing. He can go fast and slash things up, you know, like Fruit Ninja. Kangaskhan, it's just a kangaroo, but it's a strong kangaroo. Now, Mega Kangaskhan, hot take. Mega Kangaskhan is only a Tiger level in that One Punch Man. However, in the games, it is broken, but realistically, like, if you take into account, like, you just ignore abilities and items and all that, like, it would just, like, really just be a tiger level. It's just a kangaroo with a baby kangaroo fighting alongside it, and same with normal Kangaskhan. But obviously, Mega Kangaskhan is stronger than normal Kangaskhan, but it's only a slight improvement, because it's basically just got its baby fighting, and it's just a slightly bigger Mega Evolution. That's all it is, slightly bigger, slightly stronger, slightly more annoying. And there's our boy Alakazam, chilling in Demon level. I'm just rearranging him there. Horsey, just a seahorse. Same with Seadra. Goldeen, just a fish. Staryu and Starmie, it's just starfish. Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime, on the other hand, well, he's a mime, he's got psychic powers, and that's good enough, because psychic is very useful in Gen 1. Same with Jinx. Jinx is pretty awful and shouldn't even exist. It's ugly as hell. Don't know why they even chose to make it. It's got ice powers as well, and yeah, it can freeze and hypnotize things, which is good in a Pokemon, like, One Punch Man crossover. Magmar can burn shit. Burning shit is very important, very underutilized. Well, not really, but for an average, like, second stager, it's very underutilized, even though this is Gen 1 and Magmortar is Gen 4. So yeah, Magmar itself will go in Tiger level, just because it can burn shit. It can be quite annoying, can be quite a pain, you know. The Pinsir, it's a big bug, can stab things. Now Mega Pinsir is a fast bug, unlike normal Pinsir. It can go fast, can fuck shit up, and can go woo woo woo, like swoosh, can just take shit out, because it's fast. And it's futile, it's deadly. You just look at those pincers, you just look at those big ass claws. And it's also got wings now, for some reason. So yeah, that will go pretty high up. Seeking, just a fish. Tauros, just a ball. And Magikarp is just fucking shit. Gyarados, it is the big fish. Well, Mega Gyarados is the big boy. The magnum opus of Pokemons. And we got normal Gyarados a bit down there for some reason. I don't know what the fuck this person was smoking when they rearranged this list. Mega Gyarados, it's Titan level, it's very high up on Dragon level, but it's not nearly enough in God level. It's just not big enough. Just the Hydro Pumps aren't powerful enough as like Mega Blastoise, for example. Lapras got good defense, mediocre offense, can stall for a bit, but it's hella slow and it's only really good in water. Mega Lapras is is a sea-bound kaiju. Basically a kaiju that can swim, essentially. And yeah, it can freeze whole cities, like, freeze people to death and also drown them to death with water, which makes it God level. Ditto, hot take, Ditto is the first normal, non-Mega, non-Dynamax, like, Pokemon to be in God level, because it can transform into anything. It can transform into a Gigantamax Charizard, and there will be 2 Gigantamax Charizards in one city, which means one more Gigantamax Charizard for the heroes to contend with in One Punch Man. So yeah, fighting 2 of those at once is going to be quite a pain. And basically it can incinerate cities in just one blow. Well, that is if it changes into one. Basically, Ditto can change to anything. Now, as of Gigantamax Eevee, kind of the same story as Gigantamax Meowth. It's a normal type, but it's a bigger normal type than other normal types, which gets it higher. Don't really talk about that too much. Hot take, Electabuzz, however, something that I think will be higher than Magmar in terms of being on that, like, the Tiger level. Electricity is really stronger than fire. It has more range and can kill a lot more people instantly. Like, fire might take a while to completely kill someone. Now, the evolutions, I'd say, would all be in Tiger level, because they're the EVs. They've got elemental powers. They're just kind of mediocre. They're just kind of there, and they're just best at what they do. Porygon is kind of like this glitched, like, AI thing that somehow exists in the real world. Can be quite troubling, and I think is another one that barely scrapes by into Tiger level. Just because it's an AI, can kind of fuck shit up with status, hypnosis, and can kind of phase through realities. Since it's a computer, it's an AI, it's a glitch Pokemon, you know? Kind of weird, but whatever. Omanite, just a snail that can shoot water, not really that special. Same with Kabuto. Kind of looks like a face hugger from the movie Alien, without the tail, but still pretty crap. Kabutops, on the other hand, he's got the scythes, he's got the moves, you know. He can fucking slice things up, which will get him into demon level. He's actually surprisingly fast for a fossil, it's supposed to be ancient. I mean, this guy, he's found in fossils, he's only just awakened from fucking 1,000-year slumber, and he's already that fast. Well, good on him, you know. Good enough to be in demon level, and yep. Aerodactyl. Well, Mega Aerodactyl before normal Aerodactyl. Just a great big pterodactyl that can stab shit with rocks, stones. You could just do shit with its wings, you know. Quite reasonably fast, but reasonably mediocre for the average Mega Pokemon. It's supposed to be stronger, but not really. Normal Aerodactyl, on the other hand, just a pterodactyl. Who just, I think it's fast enough, good enough to be in Tiger level. Now, Snorlax, demon level, but mid-tier demon level. Let me explain. So, it's got a lot of health. It can fire with Hyper Beams, Giga Impacts, but those have a lot of recharge. And yeah, that's going to take a while. And Snorlax is, it's a wall, it's a punching bag. It's not really supposed to be that good offensively. Articuno, or Galarian Articuno, because it's a psychic type. I honestly think it will be in Dragon level, just cause it's a legendary. Normal Articuno's not as good. It hasn't got the psychic type, and it can, and even without the flying type, Galarian Articuno can still fly for some reason. Don't really know how it can do that, but yeah, it can fly, which it can fly, and it can have essentially an extra typing. It can be an ice psychic and flying type, even though it isn't a flying type. Which Articuno, it doesn't have the psychic, it just has ice. And it's really weak to rock, which Articuno, it isn't as weak to. Now, we missed out Omastar. Omastar, it's a snail that can shoot shit. It's got Hydro Pump. It's got moves like that, which will get it into Tiger level, but not really that strong. And it's also got Tentacles, which can constrict things with. Now, normal Gyarados, on the other hand, yep, demon level, it's quite big. Not as big as its Mega Form, or the average G-Max, or, yep, those kind of Pokemon, but solidly big, can crunch things, can bite fucking buildings, can destroy shit with its tail, can also Hydro Pump, flood cities, you know. Articuno, like I said before, demon level, pretty meh for a legendary, pretty crap actually, but still. It just because it's a legendary, it can freeze cities, and yeah, well, that's alright, I guess. Can't really kill anyone, well, it can, but not on the scales like Galarian Articuno, or like Moltres, or Zapdos, you know. Galarian Zapdos, kind of crap. They basically removed its wings, and now it's a fucking Roadrunner. It just runs like any other Pokemon. And it can fight now. It's like a Kung Fu Zapdos now, except it can't fly. It can just kick shit. I mean, they really nerfed this thing, even though normal Zapdos still exists and is not banned from competitive Pokemon completely. So yeah, on the other hand, Galarian Moltres, I think, is Dragon level. It's got the extra type, and I think it still has the flames, but they're now dark type flames, and not fire type flames. So yeah, it's got the red flames, you know. Zapdos is the GOAT, the OG, definitely by far the best of the OG bird trio, because it's not 4 times weak to rock, it's only 2 times, which isn't as bad. Moltres, on the other hand, well, base Moltres, not Galarian, is the epitome of meh, because it's fire, better. Ice is a good attacking type, but I'd say fire is much better, so I think it would be solid in the demon level, and crap for the average legendary, which we'll be getting into a lot more, because the later games have a lot more legendaries, and this is only Gen 1, because I can't bother to record these tier lists in one video, because that would be hell. Oh, and I'm getting tired already. This is my second time doing this, because the first time my mic wasn't on and I was like, oh shit, what have I done? Hopefully it doesn't go the same way this time. Dratini, it's a worm. Dragonette's a bigger worm that can constrict things like a snake. Also got dragon powers. Galarian Mr. Mime, basically normal Mr. Mime, but with ice and psychic. Can bend reality because it's psychic. Now Dragonite, on the other hand, in the games, it trumps Alolan Exeggutor. It destroys it, but in like a One Punch Man scenario, it's not as nearly as big, which is why I'll only put Dragonite in the Demon level. I mean, it's still pretty big. It's on the higher end of the Demon level, but the dragons in the later games are much stronger. I mean, you got Garchomp and like Dragapult. They would own like Dragonite, you know. So I think Dragonite would be pretty solid on the higher end of the demon level, even though it's got an alright move port for its generation, when moves were very limited back then. Now Eevee, it's Eevee. It's just a normal type. It's just a dog. Mega Mewtwo X, I think that is God. It's Mewtwo. No need to explain. Mewtwo itself, even without the Mega, is still God. Basically the Thanos of Pokemon before he got the Infinity Stones. Well, the Mewtwo Mega Stone is basically the Infinity Stones for Mewtwo. Mew, I was thinking putting it in the Demon level for some reason, but then I was just like, you know what? Mew is the base for Mewtwo. It's slightly weaker, but it's still a god, still a mythical. Still the whole reason why Mewtwo was even created in the first place. They found Mew and they created this failed abortion clone, essentially. Even though that abortion happened to be stronger than the original one. So yeah, that's essentially what Mewtwo is in a nutshell. Snorlax, or Gmax Snorlax, is a dragon level. The reason why it's not god level is because it can't really move. It's stuck on its back because it's a beast. Can't really get up. Can't really fend for itself. But it's a tank. It's a wall, and it can take a while to kill. Like more than any other mod on this list, probably, because it's, you know, a Gmax. And we have Mega Mewtwo Y, which is the final one on this list, which we will put in God, because, you know, it's a Mewtwo. Mewtwo is God. Mewtwo is life. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully this video has actually worked, and my mic's working, and yeah, can't wait to upload this to YouTube. Thanks, bye.